Till date, what has been your most significant moment?
There are many, I would say, significant moments. Among them, I would say the day when we became a bank, when formally we became a Grameen Bank. That was the most significant thing. Then we could do whatever we wanted to do. Until then, we had difficulty because we had the mercy of other banks and so on. So this gave us freedom, and we were very happy that we made this move.
If you were given the chance to change just one aspect of society, what would it be?
One thing to see that society can get out of the whole idea that everyone in the society has to work for somebody else. So I would like to see that everybody becomes entrepreneur. That's the way young people should grow up with, how to become an entrepreneur and use their creative capacity in solving problems in the world.
3 wishes for the world. Go.
Well, I've been promoting this idea of a world with 3 zeros. 0 poverty, 0 unemployment, 0 net carbon emissions. And we can make it. It's a question of keeping it in our mind.
One person you look to for guidance when the going gets tough?
Not a particular person at each time. As the type of the problem that I face, I look up to somebody. Not necessarily a great person as someone either experienced or somebody is appropriate for that kind of situation to talk about. So that's how I have been. It's not a specific person that I turn to.
Someone you consider to have made an indelible mark on the progress of development?
Again, I don't have a specific person. Each piece comes with a special kind of thing what one has done. And in general, I have been quite opposed to many of the things have been said about development. So I could come up with someone who is aligned with my idea and way of doing things. So I would say I went ahead without such a person guiding me or inspiring me in that position.
If you had one piece of advice for millennials of the world today, what would it be?
Well, I will tell them that you are the most powerful generation in the whole world. No other generation was as powerful as you are. First, feel that power inside of you, that you have that power. And then make sure you use it and figure out how you use it, for what purpose. So that's the most important thing. Feeling the power that you have it, and then deciding for what purpose you use it. But in any case, you must use it. If you don't use it, it will be all wasted. That will be a destruction.
If you had the attention of every world leader today, what would be your message?
I will warn them about the terrible things that happens in the world, in the wealth concentration. All the wealth of the world is getting concentrated in fewer and fewer hands. Today, a handful of people own almost 99% of the whole world wealth, and the rest of the world has only 1% or less of the world left for the totality of the human population. So that's a ticking time bomb. I will draw their attention that we must do something about it. Otherwise the whole world will blow up in social disorder, chaos.
If you were given $1 billion, where would you invest it?
Well, I always try to put money into social business funds, so that will be the quickest thing to do, put it in social business fund. And particularly in this case, I would say I'll put it in social business venture capital fund, aiming at getting all the young people to become entrepreneurs. So we become a partner with these young people who wants to start their own enterprise. So this money will be used in partnership with the young people to let them become entrepreneurs.
If you could have the chance to meet any great personality through time, living or deceased, who would that be, and what would you do or discuss?
Well, I'm not specific about who would be, but definitely I'll discuss this three zeros, how to make it happen. Zero poverty, zero unemployment, zero net carbon emission. And saying that social business is the way out, that's the solution. And try to convince them that this is the path that we have to take. Capitalist system has failed us the way it is by focusing on the selfishness of human being. The only thing the capitalist system has focused on is the selfishness, which has made all the problem in the world. So I would like to add the selflessness of human being in the same system and create new kind of business based on selflessness, which we call social business. And I would like to convince that this is the future, this is the path of getting out of the trouble that we got into.
Featuring on Bill Maher, The Colbert Report, Oprah, Jon Stewart, or The Simpsons, biggest honor?
Well, I enjoyed every one of them. In many cases, young people refer to me, he is the one who was on Simpson. So that became a kind of big identity for me. People, I didn't realize that that tiny little spot that I was in Simpson made so much impression on the young people. So in any case, that's every one of them is very important. That drew attention for the audience, of varieties of audience that they reach out to. The message that I have, the experience I share with them. I think many people know about the ideas of microfinance and ideas of social business through my appearances of all those shows.
For the last 125 years, Tata Trusts has shifted its focus towards larger causes to secure greater impact on ground, directly benefiting the targeting communities. What would be your hopes for philanthropy and nation building for the next 125?
Well, Tata has been the earliest promoter of the kind of things I do. It's amazing that even 125 years back, someone can think about those things in such a clear terms, dedicating all their resources into helping the society rather than passing on to the next generation directly. So I would admire them. I would say that philanthropy is a great idea, but the philanthropy goes through changes, distances itself from exclusively charity purpose kind of activities. It could be an investment, social business investment. So moving from charity to social business investment would be one of the things I wish happens quickly, because that's where the future solutions lies, and bringing all the creative ideas and the creative designs for social business to address the problems that we face. And I hope Tata Trust will move into that direction as they have some. But still, there's a lot of things to do. Bring the creativity of all Tata companies can be put into action by creating social businesses to solve problems. Each one doesn't have to be a mega kind of project. Each one can be a small project as a prototype development. Once you develop the prototype, making it large, making it global becomes so much easier. So that's where I would concentrate, design prototypes of each particular problem that we face, multiple prototypes, not necessarily one prototype for each problem that we see around us, and let it grow, let it be repeated. And repetition can be done by anybody, but Tata Trust has the ability to mobilize all its creative power inside of the group to come up with the designs. Designs are the most important thing. Creativity is the most important thing, not the money. So once you do that, bring the creativity, all the problems can be solved.
Finally, can philanthropy aid the nation's progress? Can it help dilute or nullify economic disparities that stem from capitalism? And if so, how?
Basic problem with capitalism is two things, particularly that I focus on. Fundamental problem with capitalism: misinterpretation of human beings. The real human beings are not reflected in capitalism. real human being is endowed with both selfishness and selflessness. Capitalism kind of dismissed the idea of selflessness, accepted only the selfishness in the system. So I would like to get out of that selfishness, add selflessness, and create business on selflessness, called social business. And capitalism also failed in understanding the true nature of human beings. Human beings are not born to work for somebody else. Human beings are born to be independent person, an entrepreneur. That's what our history tells us. That's what we were. So that's another aspect. So with philanthropy and everything else, we'd like to undo those things and create a system which accommodates those ideas and put it into action. And philanthropy should not equate it to charity. Charity and philanthropy should be same thing. Philanthropy is much broader idea. Charity is important, but everything cannot be solved with charity, because sometimes charity simply maintains the problem so that it doesn't deteriorate. You need to move out of the situation rather than maintain it. So that's where the other part comes, the social business. Same money which could have gone into charity could be used in social business, so that that money can be repeatedly used. Because in charity, money goes out, does wonderful work, but money doesn't come back. So you have one-time use of the money. But in social business, money goes out, does a great work, money comes back. So you have unlimited use of the same money. So it becomes very powerful. And you create an institution. Charity doesn't create an institution. Charity is a one-time action. And that doesn't add up, and it's not sustainable. So we have to move into the sustainable direction of philanthropy, which is being focused on investing in social business, bring creativity of the people, designing things which addresses the problem in a sustainable way, so that it can be global, it can be solving all the problems that we see around us.